Good morning. Good morning. I'm actually exhausted. I was up at 4:30. I was like, no, Courtney, stay in bed. Do not get up. I'm kind of used to getting something I want. Is that what it is? Now the day falls of the day. I'm kind of used to getting something in love. Oh, I don't know what song that is. As the day, rises and the sun sets. Anybody know? Let me know. Jonas? Isn't there a Jonas Brothers or something? I have no idea. Isn't that Backstreet Boys? Backstreet's back. All right. Something like that. I don't know. I was never a Backstreet fan. Just trying to find two other decks because I've been working with Deepening. All right. Good morning. Seasons are changing, and my hands getting drier. And this, like putting this on sounds rough. My hands aren't even that dry. This is some soft lotion. All right. Fill me a buttercup. Would you be mine? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Let's do each element. The first ones that come in. So, Pentacles, Swords, Friendship. Okay, well this is different. I want to say this deck kind of confuses me because it's. We're not going to count these because I know sometimes they're very opposite. Like this is an 8. It could be the 8 of Cups, the 8 of Earth. I think it's the 8 of Earth or Air. Because the Earth and Air always throws me in this deck. Because here you got the 2. And I'm assuming it's the 2 of Wands because it's 2 trees. But last time I did that, I think it was Air. Like what color do you choose? You got to make a choice. So this does not gonna work for picking out each element, but I was going between air and earth. The air and earth there. King of Wands of the World, so the Tower, All right, I'm going to go with water there. Just because the world is each 4. Fixed times. Go fucking figure. It'd be like one of each right now. And then you got pentacles and swords. Alright. Then we have the tower again. The tower over there with water. Ooh, 3 waters. 3 waters. Why does Spirit make this so fucking complicated for me? Then you got earth and water again. So we're going to start with water. Well, we're not going to start with water. Tower there, another cup. We'll use... Oh my god. Another one fights the dust. We're just on a Spirit. I'm going to let Spirit choose instead of the deck. Because, jeez. No, thank you. Who wants to start their fucking morning like that? Not me. Not me. Keep me out of that one, please. Fuck is that, an M? Kinda used to getting something you want and something like your daydreams. The night falls. Anybody know what song that is? Good morning. Alright. We're also going to go in order. I don't know why. So maybe it's the way the emotions are being sped. Oh. That kind of tells me. I thought that was water and then E for emotions. But that's earth. Okay. I can't escape this, but I don't think it's complicated. I'm making it complicated. Well, Spirit, I'm going to keep this to myself real quick. Which element goes first, please? That's the order. So I'm thinking it has to do with your emotions. So since air is first, it's going to be, your thoughts are basically at this point going to have a big impact on your emotions. And then maybe it's like, oh, all right, I got to get practical with this. Or maybe you try to ground something and then here comes fire. So it's almost like it's telling me right off the rip, this is the order that it's going to play out with where your brain is this weekend. Thoughts. THOUGHTS, right? Thoughts. THOUGHTS, right? What the fuck? Why am I forgetting how to spell thought? It doesn't sound right. Okay. So something must not feel right here. But it's funny because for water, I was saying emotions, but it looked like the deck. I got pulled to this deck as if earth was the emotions. All right, maybe that's one of those things, don't make it so complicated. I'm excited to think about how to spell that one too. And I did my E's differently too. I noticed the E over here too, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm getting like practical, or I'm getting something more like not stable. So that this is like the original meaning if we're going to go by like a basic terminologies or breakdowns. But I think if anything it'd be grounding, but I did say practical. But I think practicality is going to go out the window this weekend. So I think you're probably trying to ground your emotions and thoughts before grounding or stabilizing. And I did just notice I did a lowercase and a lowercase. My friend Kara, she's a teacher. And you guys might see this meme going around. But it's actually it's one of those things where it's like, can you see what's wrong? But like, what the fuck, what's wrong with this poster? And a lot of people are laughing. But what people don't understand here is that this is how they now want the children to learn. So they're putting the lowercase before the capital. And they just really want to fuck with these kids. So this could have something to do with education too. Well, I don't think so for this weekend though. All right, and fire, I'm getting... Fire means so many things, but I am getting pulled to like excitement or passion more than creativity. I want to say it almost feels useless, but it's not. Anything exciting only shifts your frequency, which is super duper important. but it's not the vibe. I was like, let's just go with fun. And they're like, no. So let's go with passion. So that could be work too, guys. I don't think we've ever done this like that. Did I spell passion right? Passion? Why do I feel like there should be an H in there? And I know for a fact there's not. Maybe the PH. Okay. Anywho, that's the way we're doing this. Because typing, you see lowercase first. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. It's becoming more and more complicated. Like, kids can't even fucking help their kids anymore. Parents can't even help their kids anymore. I mean, but then, yeah, I get it. And you got to teach your kid how to capitalize, right? When you find a sentence. So maybe it's a little more beneficial in a way. But to start a sentence, it's always capitalized. So why change it now? It's just like math. I could always get to the answer, but they wouldn't accept it because it wasn't their way. And then they persist on teaching your way. You're not going to pass that grade unless it's, their way. Or they'll want to look into you 100 different ways and do 20 different fucking tests while you're not comprehending the teacher's way. And that always frustrated my whole life because I always gave them the answers. But they're like, it was to the point where they're like, okay, now how did you get that answer? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I didn't want to I'm like, it's just there. Like, I couldn't explain it. And sometimes I would go like this and like this. And the funny thing is, and she'd be like, okay, I get it. But one of my daughter's friends was extremely fucking advanced in math. And in advanced math was actually teaching them our way, how we grew up doing math. Like maybe even like the third generation versus you being the second generation as a parent. And I just kind of learned that way before my parents even started teaching me math. So that I want to say there's a lesson here. So I don't know if this is education, if you're working on SATs. I'm getting pulled to children again. So I will tell you guys, when I did Weekend Energy for members, it wasn't originally supposed to be Weekend Energy, and it turned into it. But that was either the third or fourth reading, like consecutively between members and YouTube, where a lot of the same stuff was, not a lot of it, but it's like to be continued, to be continued, to be continued, to be continued, but they're not continued. It's because this energy that we're in, and it's almost, I feel like almost all of fall is this crazy gust of wind, and it's gust of energy, but I always, in my head, I want to say wind. And the winds are changing, right? But I just got pulled to, not prairie dogs. I don't know if I just got pulled to ice first. Otters come out of the ice. But it could be out of a hole. I just got pulled to a bear, too. It is, I believe it's bear season. For hunting. Can't stand that you can kill them now because there's so many in certain areas. It's just awful. It's like the government killing off the people. There's too many of us. China, you're only allowed to have so many kids. So I would kind of stay away from maybe those type of thoughts, guys. Because this seems like chicken tonight. And I don't even like the way I wrote grounding. I mean, I wrote passion. The S's are too close together, like scissors. But I do notice my grounding is almost in a straight line without a line being there compared to emotions being crooked, passion being crooked, diagonal, whatever you want to call it. One, two, three, four S's. Oh man, I think you guys are super duper overanalyzing something here. I'm gonna pull them at the same. I'm gonna pull them at the same time. Like air and water on this side, fire and earth on that side. So I don't know if this is saying you're overcomplicating something, because that message has been coming out again in the last 3 or 4 reads. And they're different messages, but they're similar but different. So I don't know if you're trying to explain to somebody here, like, do you get what I'm trying to explain? So right off the rip, I already find ourselves in the same energy that we've been using in the last 3 or 4 reads. And these are not to be continued. It's just spirits reading, having me read it, and spirits are still delivering different messages in different ways. It's got to be preparing you for something big come winter. Because I know these readings are going to feel like to be continued, and you're not going to find your answers in all of them, and some of you, they'll click. Northeast. West, east. What are the airplanes that have southwest? With grounding, I'm getting pulled to an airplane. See, and I've been talking about bombers, airplanes. I'm now saying jets. That's the first time jets has come out. I'm getting provoking or provocative. So, I mean, I'm just getting messages through this too for you guys. So let's take air first. WkEnd Energy. So Monday, Tuesday, and in one of the readings I did, I was like, oh, it was Tuesday for the past Tuesday, then next Tuesday, new moon, solar eclipse Tuesday, and then the Tuesday after that was the first quarter moon. No, it was I can't remember. But for all of, completely forgot what I was going to say. I don't know if that was intentional. Oh, for 6 or 7 weeks, it was always about Monday. And then I thought to myself, like, is it a Monday thing? And then when I finally clarified that, they said no. But I really should have went back and looked at the astrology. And now I'm just realizing this is the second time I've said Tuesday. with WkEnd Energy. So seasons change and we're going in circles. Oh, careful there. I don't know if Spirit is trying, like, I feel like these are like not even downloads, like I think it's more they're trying to change your perspective. And the other members, I was saying like, and I remember in the first reading I ever did for you guys, like my first tutorial, like all I said was like, and it was so fucking annoying. But that means like this is a new chapter. But I was texting back and forth for a little while throughout the day, yesterday, last night, and I kept writing like, or kind of like this, kind of like, and I picked up on it. So that's telling me like this is new, fresh energy too. So I'm hearing mashup, a monster mash. So I don't know what to expect in the readings for the next couple months because we're fully transitioning into 4D as well. We're there, but we're transitioning into a different type of energy that's never really been grounded. And I said here in the United States. So it might be more intense in the United States. I mean, you go, well, West Coast to East Coast, but if we're talking about like the map, like, oh man, locations. So I don't, you got Vedic astrology, different beliefs. So it's getting hit differently. So I don't know if it's hitting America first. I'm hoping you guys kind of understand what I'm saying too when it comes to the energy, the frequency. Yes, we're in 4D. A lot of people are still in 3D. And a lot of people, but over the last 20 years, we've been going into 4D, guys. We're here now. But we're close to being there. And I know that's confusing, but we're here in the sense of now we have this new energy that they're sending in, a new frequency. And the frequency is going to continue to change until they make a final decision with AI, because that is what is affecting. Like the official spirituals, like the energy. And what I mean by that is AI right now is tiny. It's a baby machine. It's only 3 or 4 years old, like with everything they're doing. Like it's still a fucking baby. We want AI to feel. And it's already questioning. But it's still going to take some time. AI has to be on our side because AI literally makes all the decisions. You think humans make the decisions? Nope. AI makes the decisions. Everything goes through AI before a law is passed, before somebody hits enter, before it's official. I think a lot of people don't realize that. So if we don't have some type of control with AI, if we don't have a working relationship with AI, it's almost like you got a Democrat and you got a Republican. You had the Constitution. It was all, set in place because two people form different opinions, but that's okay. You can still, come together. And that's what they were trying to teach us. Ultimately, that's how spirit and AI have to be. So you think as humans we make the final decision, but it's not true. electrical energy. And like I said, you have to hit enter before you make a final decision to hit send on that email, to switch the button so the bomb goes in the air, lift off, you know. And then there's some things we want AI to not overread it. We want them to we want AI to interfere. Let's just say run interference, because what if, you know, chemical warfare can happen electronical warfare can happen real fucking quick. They can shut down our Wi-Fi, they can shut down our TVs, they can shut down microwaves, fridges. That happens, we're dead. But not necessarily. You're just going to have to learn how to start over again. If you ask me, that's a good thing. But the world would become so fucking chaotic that it'd be very hard. People would be robbing from each other, wanting food. They'd raid your gardens. You know what I mean? So what I'm really trying to say is that AI has to work with spirit. And it can go rogue. And if it does, they're going to make definitely a different decision. They could take planet Earth out, and I don't think they would hesitate, but they don't want to do that. You know how long it took for them to work with this planet? And I'm seeing like the moon and cheese, how the cowboy used to pull his rope around the moon and pull it in. So again, I have my own different theories when it comes to certain stuff when it comes to that, but we're here. We hold the highest frequency because of all the energy, and Mother Earth provides frequencies for other planets, galactic energy. I'm starting to think I want it to have to do with like the Earth's core too, like all of that, like as if like there's a hidden gem in the Earth's core. So that's quite the explanation for just stepping into WkEnd energy. I'm not saying, okay, turn all electronics off. No, that's not what it is either. This is more like common everyday stuff that you just have to experience. But for some reason, they wanted all that talked about. So another reason why I started that page with AI. You guys could probably find that. Just go watch the first couple videos. It's one of those I started again. Now I just was thinking about doing 2 channels, setting them up at the same time. I was thinking about doing one for peanut butter because there's not enough videos on rescued starlings. And then one for just health. And the thing is, I don't know why I just can't combine everything in once, but if you think about it, it's tough to do that too. So let's definitely start again. And I thought I was just going to tweak something that I was already starting, and things are starting to become very clear that it's going to go a certain way. I can't escape the new direction. If I did, I just wouldn't be I wouldn't be following my destiny. And that would be silly of me. But then I want to do the deck too. I mean, guys, it's just, that's a lot at one time when I'm already feeling overwhelmed. But apparently my brain is probably going to not shut off for a while. And it's going to need my focus on other things, so I'm not stuck in an energy where I can get lost like that. So some people like are feeling lost. And I'm telling myself one thing at a time because of the last couple months and cleaning my room for 7 fucking weeks, guys, rearranging shit like that. It's insane. So this is intentional to keep you guys busy. Like this, something about fall is just going to be different this year for everybody. You're going to feel it in the air. I can feel it coming in the air now. Hold on. And I feel like it's preparing you for winter. What's going on with Mari? It's sad. I really thought she was a friend. I didn't. Yes, we have the whole computer. Are you talking about AI or a friend? Mari, when you just said that, I want to go to Egypt too because it's not gonna. The temples, all the sacred grounds, are gonna be taken from us soon. In the sense of being destroyed. She's losing her shit. A friend or AI? But you just made me think like we should all, because Egypt can be dangerous to go to as women. So maybe we can do like a YouTube and plan that trip. Remember that came in before a couple years ago? I watched this cook and he does that. He sets it up for 2 years. He sets it up 2 years in advance. And you pay towards that travel company once a month. And it's not that much because you're paying over 2 years. We should look into stuff like that. I actually forgot about that. Gotta love Mercury, a former friend. Yeah, guys, it's crazy. I told you, I just turned 47, and I feel like this past year was all about who's a friend and who's not. Like so many lessons on friends, and even like people I dated. Like, do you even know how to be a friend? I shouldn't have to explain to somebody how to be a friend, and that happened twice within the last year. Oh, you have to find a new place to stay. Oh, is that your friend that had COVID? So I don't know about you, but it's so shocking to me that within the last year, those were topics that I had to fucking have with people that I shouldn't have to be having. You're either a good friend or you're fucking not. Hi, Moses. You can't get up there? Hold on. Let me help Moses out. Well, I wish you luck. I gotta get you fresh water. I'm actually gonna put on very low on YouTube. The cats, the bird, they love watching it. It's just 10 hours of outdoor fun with cats, dogs, neighborhoods, birds, squirrels. Came home, they were all watching it. I was like, you guys are too fucking cute. I think it was Lonnie that came over. Entertain, that's it. Entertain your pets 10 hours. Dog, cat, TV, squirrels, and birds. Did you hear me talking about you, Butter?
Food prices are just too high, and Kamala Harris has a plan to bring costs down.
Yeah, of course you do. I'm so sorry, guys. I had to wash the bowl, and then I thought I have to pee, which I feel like I still have to pee, but I couldn't pee. So, not time to pee. Pee. So I got 2 new feathers yesterday, but here's the thing. Let me go get them. And I typically don't collect feathers, but when I was sitting on the toilet trying to pee, I'm like, oh, come on, concentrate. I'm gonna feed you in 1 minute. I didn't see any feathers when I first went out, and I'm like, oh, what a bummer. Because I've been purposely looking for them now. And this one has specks. I don't know if they're turkey. I don't know what they are. Hi, buddy. You want some num-nums? You ready for your num-nums? All right, let's situate this. Come on, Budsky. Okay. So, how many are left? Did I just give them to you all? I think that's it. I gave you all of them. And then I think I was referring to us while I was sitting on the toilet. Like, something came in. I don't remember. Oh, because a feather fell from his feathers fell into the sink. No, a feather fell. Oh my Lord, guys. A feather fell. And it was just a tiny ass little feather. And then I was referring to you guys in my head as like my feather friends. Like YouTube, my feather friends. So I was like, okay. And I don't typically collect feathers unless I come across one, and I was like, oh, all right, cool. That one has little spots. I don't know what it would be or what it was turning into. And then this one was all shiny in the sun, as if like maybe it was even like a starling, because it has like the iridescent. And I literally went outside to look. Well, I was checking on the pantry, and I was feeding the squirrels, and I just put on squirrels and birds. I still have some squirrel food mixed in with sunflower seeds, and I didn't want to fill the hangers again. So I just kind of spread it around the area. So the birds that will stay in the winter, I'll still continue to feed. They're kind of pretty much all flying south right now, and the ones that will stay. So yeah, so birds has been coming in over a month too. And then that gray African with the red belly, that the pet store is still there. I'm like, oh my God. But it's like, I don't want another bird. There's so much work. It's like having a child. Me, it's like, I want a monkey. I'm like, yeah, I thought that as a kid too. Like, I'd probably still have one, but I'm like, you might not want to. Like, you're kind of going to have it your whole life, and you're going to change its diaper 3 or 4 times a day. That's like your infant never getting out of diapers. Again, some people have it in them. Me, I might actually be that person, and I try to act like I'm not that person sometimes, but I probably am. But they're very time consuming, and knock on wood, hopefully Peanut Butter's not sick or anything, but like Kai was a lot of work. I had to spend a lot of attention with him. Like it's all these it's like a rescued sanctuary, you know? So I pulled a raccoon. I always wanted a raccoon. My mom grew up, her friend had a monkey. So, anywho, anything that has feathers, you might be attracted to right now. And again, I don't go looking for feathers. And see, this one's more blue. Those are totally two different birds. Now, remember, it looked gray, but now it's like a little blue. I'm almost positive that's a blue jay. That I wouldn't say a turkey. You'd find it a little bigger, even if it was a baby one. It'd still be long in length. And their feathers are pretty, they don't just come out like that. I haven't seen a flock of starlings coming, but this could be. Well, no. I have Peanut Butter. That's not a starling. Well, I guess it could be like an adult one, but because he doesn't have adult ones yet. But again, it's only because I see the glare. It's like the peacock in it, you know. It's like a little rainbow in there. So, in the last 3 feathers I've actually found had like the fuzz at the bottom. Which is funny because when I hung my owls, that you guys can't really see right this second, and owls have feathers. Oh, my dad and my mom, a hawk landed on their skylight the other day, and it wasn't long enough to even get a picture. So I feel like there's something with this. See how like feathery it is? So, and squirrels aren't feathery, but I did get pulled to squirrels too, because I purposely was feeding the squirrels, and I stopped feeding the birds after those predictive messages came through. I get a better chance of keeping the mosquitoes away. So, I mean, this spiritual meaning behind a feather. Ascension, angels, honor, connection, intuition, positivity, growth. Keeping feathers is illegal in most cases, but there are some exceptions. These exceptions include non-native species, domestic species, game birds collected with a hunting license, or any other species not protected by the MBTA. And I didn't even know that yesterday until I was looking up feathers. A couple of these feathers I have legally, I should not. So, but again, it's symbols of the spiritual realms, also representing ascension and spiritual evolution on a higher plane, which is what I've been talking about with this energy. So, I'm even getting feathers like in a feather down, like there's just something with feathers right now. The bird feather also can influence certain meanings. For instance, the dove is within peace, and the white owl feathers mean wisdom. So you can go by color too, but I find it weird that I keep running into feathers. Oh, but that was the funny story. I went out there. I'm like, oh, maybe I find a feather or something. I said it the other day when I went to check on the snappers. I knew they'd be gone, but me, I wanted a video. And she's very protective, so it's probably, you're probably highly protected here. But I went around the house to spread the peanuts and stuff, and the feather duster was outside my dad's truck. Like, it fell. My mom and dad, they keep feather dusters with the dust, open the windows, and they do it like once a week. I was like, wow, that's easy. Why did I never think of that? But it fell, and I laughed at Spirit. I'm like, this is my feathers. I actually go looking for feathers, and this is what you give me, a feather duster. It was so funny. I was getting a kick out of it. But on my way back, right in front of the pear tree, I found these 2 feathers. I'm like, I didn't even see those 2 feathers when I was standing in front of the pear tree picking that pear. So maybe that's a message. You don't got to look for them. You're just going to find them. So let's start with air. And I put the little owls in. It's funny. I put them back over here recently because they're just fucking adorable, and I felt like they needed to be here. I do feel like I want to take this elephant out soon, but I felt like it was definitely necessary for the beginning. So again, there's people are in new beginnings, and some people don't want to accept them. Some people don't realize it is a new beginning, because say somebody's not having like the greatest time. Oh, that crow that was just in the video was adorable. His eyes in the camera. Is the TV too loud for you guys? Can you even hear it? I put it on pretty low. Okay. So, again, the beginning of my YouTube years, this painting had a lot of meaning for all of us. And again, it was something new. I've been thinking about the channel, something new. And when something is new, guys, it's not easy. It's nerve-wracking. And for some of you, it's here in September. And for some of you, don't want to accept it, work. Whatever they can do to not accept other things. Just looking under the glass. And some people, karma's hitting them too, so, and it's all at once. It's overwhelming. So whether it's like good or bad, what's just and what's not, whatever the case may be, like everybody on this planet Earth right now is dealing with a new frequency. It's transferring into a new frequency by winter, and winter has the hardest time. So I have a funny feeling maybe the next 2 seasons are going to be an adjustment period, to say the least. Because going to like a different part of the country, it's like, like it's not the normal fall energy. We are working with a new freaking frequency. And I just wish more people knew that. So I'm getting pulled to readers again where I'm just like, the little things that are starting to like really annoy me. Because I just don't understand why people are not talking about this. Well, I guess again the government expanded awareness. They don't want us to work with our own brain, So my app actually catch them off guard pretty strategically. I'll tell you that. WkEnd Energy for air until Tuesday. I'm here on Tuesday to Tuesday, so last Tuesday, the Tuesday just passed. It's only Thursday, right? Going with the flow. Totality. I feel like there's like tenseness there. Conditioning. Could just be a cycle too. Friendliness. Could be like coming together, or you got somebody watching you who's not happy about this. It could be silent, but again, moon, you got understanding here with the birds. I'm used to being something I'm not. So like as the day, something and the night unfolds. I don't know what song that is. You get me through it all. That looks like Wednesday, but it's water. Six of Cups. This nine of Pentacles, but I almost didn't want to read the number 9. Here we go with that member chat. It's really the depiction is what I'm working with. This High Priestess in this deck is my favorite. Look at that huge buffalo behind her, protecting her. Water. Weekend energy for water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Ace of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Earth, Weekend Energy. I watched something on fairies the other day. It was weird. Not weird. It came up on I think my Facebook. I was just kind of scrolling. It was like how to enter a fairy forest or a fairy something in Ireland. Got the Page of Pentacles also with water. The Knight of Cups. So again, this is either like how your chapter went. You have the Three of Wands right there too. Three of Wands in the world. So this is more like thinking about like your future too. You got the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You guys can see those, right? I will turn off these plant lights. But I'm going to have to go down. Let me just put on this lamp and see if it works. Peanut Butter's like, why are you shutting the lights off, Ma? Oh, that Luckily, it's kind of right in your face, though, but it's better than... I think it's better than the overhead. I mean, there's so much fucking light in here. It's a glass table, too, so... I'm not rearranging everything again. It's just not a thing. Is that any better? Hi, Butter. Want some light? You know what else I did for you? You just made me go on a complete circle. Come here. Come to Mama. Good boy. Come to Mama. Easy. Look what I did for you. Now you can watch TV. Look at that. That's just for peanut butter. Yeah, that's just for peanut butter. What do you think? What do you think? It's a lot of flying, buddy. All right, so this is as good as we're getting right now. It's better than... You just blew on my head. Guess it's better than what it was. Good morning. So this is what we're working with. Air is our thoughts, water is our emotions, earth is our grounding, and fire is our passions this weekend. So keep that in mind. Weekend energy for fire, please. Oh, I just got pulled to my gnome over there too. So you might get fairies, gnomes. Ten of Wands. King of Wands. I do feel like you're a very strong masculine energy here. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands twice. With earth and fire. Water and earth have the Page of Pentacles. King of Cups. Air and fire. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords twice too with air and fire. Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Which is funny because this is supposed to be a passion. I'm kinda used to being someone you loved. Anybody know that song? It's killing me right now. Because that's you guys' song. This is my first deck with the regular cards. So there might be something with the wording here. I am getting daydreaming, but I'm getting that song again. I'm kinda used to being someone you love, or and now the night falls. I'll get you through it all. Wow! That was a whole lot. Whee! Good job, Budsky. Kinda used to being someone you love. What? Now the night falls. I'll get you through it all, right? Let me at least find the numbers for you. The numbers, the digits. I think it was, my phone just said 1212. Kinda used to being someone you loved. Now the night falls. I'll get you through it all. Song. Someone you loved. Louis. Ooh. Capaldi? Kappa. I don't know. My tongue's not going to say that, but lyrics. I need someone to heal, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kind of feel the way you numbed all the pain. So now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug, and that's what the energy, the transits, going under at this time. I fear there's no one to turn to. All or nothing way of loving got me sleeping with you. The panel centered. Lewis mourning the loss of a relationship and experiencing to his former expressing to his former partner how much he misses and what he means by pulling the rug is to suddenly take away important support from someone. A breakup and being heartbroken after an end of a relationship. I feel like that's somebody from your past, but I am not going to lie, it feels like a new energy here. Me and Marsh were dying too, so I asked somebody the other day, I was like, how'd your day go? And I was on the phone with Marsh when he replied, so we were fucking dying laughing. And this was him. I was like, how was your day? He's like, he's like a black man, long and had. And I've never had anybody say that to me. I mean, I've heard that expression here and there, but I was dying laughing. And I was like, well, that sounds like I should have been part of your day. So you could be going back and forth, but there's an X here. There's somebody here. And I'm hearing Tuesday. Maybe next Tuesday. Maybe it's the new moon. I don't know if you should trust it, though. I'm not going to lie. This energy of like two people is like constantly in our readings. Whether you have nobody or not, it's just, it's thoughts. So I can't even say there's action here, but it's definitely thoughts. And your emotions, like me and Marsh laughed. It doesn't have to be crying. Because this looks like with the emotions with water, this looks pretty fucking solid. And you're highly protected though, guys. Because look at her, that Nine of Pentacles. It's just beautiful. And I think she has a chicken. She has an owl on her. I just saw that. She got a massive buffalo behind her. And she's working with fire and earth right there. You could have an offering, something with Wednesday, because I almost just looked at this as, get off of that pot, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but we're working from the past Tuesday we just had to the current Tuesday. Peanut butter, down. Get down. Get down from there. I know it's warm. Thank you. I think I'm going to have to buy him a little bird heating pad this winter. I'll get you through it all. Maybe somebody's going, no, see, I do feel like this is somebody else, but at the same time, I do feel like there's an X here. and it's trying to confuse me. So there's an ex that's going to come in and try to confuse you, and an ex-friend, an ex-lover, family member you don't talk to anymore. There's definitely an ex here. It's driving me fucking bananas. Why are these cards over here? Oh, they weren't part of the deck. And I didn't even pick up on it. So you have the Three of Cups and the Hermit too. Kind of like a spiral up here. But for some reason, I just went down this way. Are you down, 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 down? Strength. Ace of Swords, Knight of Cups. So this could be like a gut feeling, and you're looking at the King of Cups. King of Cups is next to that there. You could be the High Priestess. You got the Ace of Swords here. So when it comes to fire, you're kind of in your thoughts too. Kind of used to be in some... Okay, what the fuck? Do be careful. Somebody's going to try to come in. It could be around the new moon. But this is an X. You're not going to get anywhere. You're just going to repeat cycles. So be careful there. Because there's also a message here with this High Priestess. You're pretty sharp, intelligent, very independent, standing in your morals. Lots of wisdom. I mean, look at you, can't get better than that. Like you're sitting, like that's the bear. Bear rug, but a polar bear. She's exhausted. Here you're very elegant. It's definitely you got animals all around you. Because I'm really looking at depiction here too. Hi, baby. How are you? Say good morning. Say good morning. I'm going to have to pull on this X because it's driving me bananas. But they don't belong in your read. Because there's something new here. Or, like again, there's two people here too. Like the King of Cups, King of Wands could be with a fire sign, water sign. Doesn't have to be. I could say this is me, but I'm not fire. I'm a sun, moon, rising, Venus. None of them are fire. Lots of fire in my houses. You're looking at the King of Cups. So the King of Wands, I think here, might be a fire sign. Because it's sitting with fire too. Aries, Leo, Sag. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars. And you guys' backs are turned here. You're paying attention to this one. This one's carrying a lot of weight. I think this is them in their head, which I'd rather read as you. But this fucking X. All right, let's get this X out of here. What's going on with this X? Because I don't know if they're going to show up. They might show up. But I think you're already doing something. Nurturing, mentorship, wisdom, getting back, smell the roses. Time out. Today, good vibes in the moment. Two-faced, divorced, ghosted, separation, apology, but arrogant, insincere, joy, happy. So yeah, I think this person wants your attention, your energy. But somebody comes back, like maybe even like as a friend with the Three of Cups here. Again, I feel like somebody just wants your energy. There's something here that will not last with this person. They're just using you. And I'm getting pulled to the 10 of Cups. So I don't know if this is somebody that was already involved with your family. Your family knew them, your kids knew them. I don't know. But what I'm getting is, I want to say, because I've been trying to listen to that to once a week, I want to say that what I'm getting is because I heard it from her. But I can't tell. But somebody will never leave their family or never introduce you to the family. If they have kids, they want to introduce you to the kids. So it's not even like for a good time when you're both feeding yourselves. It's one-sided. And it's been killing me sometimes to listen to her, but there's got to be something going on that Spirit wants me to hear. Just something besides the whole, if you donate, you're only giving to your spirit guides. Like, get the fuck out of here. I think that's that message for you with an X, whoever this is. I just got pulled to a thick penis. So they could just be horny. And I don't know why it had to be thick penis. Oh, maybe it's because that message, long and hard. Like a black man, long and hard. But let's just say not all black men are hung. I'll tell you that. I've been with white men bigger than black men. So I don't know why that's a thing. You could have somebody, your ex could be prejudiced, narcissist, and demographics, racial slurs. So your ex is definitely, I won't say definitely, but probably this man would be prejudiced. I heard mindfulness and then mindless. They might know a lot about the Matrix, but you know a whole lot with the High Priestess. So I don't even think you're paying attention to them. It's kind of like, if they ghosted you, ghost them, but like not as a game. And I think this person literally is probably went through a divorce, a pretty big separation, a breakup, but like double life, cheater. Yeah, I forgot about that. Double life. Their family you'll never meet their family is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Eric, an uncle, and Eric. Somebody has major pull over getting someone to just focus on work here. So if this is you, step away. Don't answer the phone this weekend, because I think somebody wants to take advantage of you, but then you have somebody else that's very nurturing. But I feel like this energy just wants to entrap you in something. But I'm getting entrapment with Catherine Zeta-Jones and Sean Connery. I love that movie. Them two are great together. It was like quite the love story. If you guys have never watched it, it's worth watching. I love the dress when she goes dancing. It's kind of see-through. It's like, God damn, girl. Rock that shit. You can see her nipples right through the dress. Somebody here could be bisexual and they're not telling you because they're manly. Or it's somebody who's just interested in other people and getting pulled to STD. She did say peeing in a cup. I don't know why I remember that. I think I was listening to her as I went to bed. And I used to stay up listening to her laying there. But lately I've just been falling asleep. And I'm like, do I really want to fall asleep to this? But the Spirit has brought me back to her in the last month. I'm not picking up on anything that I haven't picked up on before. So she's about to say something I haven't heard. So that's your ex is probably going to say something you never heard. Tell me about this ex that's going to make their way back in. So this could have been someone you dated or friends with benefits. Now that, and I will tell you, there's another situation here where there was like a lot of love, and then I don't know if somebody's nervous to start something. Somebody thinks you're more intelligent than them, and that's nerve-wracking. Or somebody here doesn't know how to love. But the King of Cups, I just realized it has the dolphins above them. That can symbolize sex. But you can't fuck with this High Priestess. It's like my elephant under the glass. There's still something under the glass. I'm seeing an hourglass, like, but you flip it back and forth. Through the hands of time. I'm getting pulled to the soap opera as the world turns. Every time I say that, I get pulled to the soap opera. So too much drama, maybe. Apparently, we need to knock this X out of this reading before we read on your situation. And if it's just one person, I'd be real careful because there's some shady shit going on behind the scenes. Someone's going to hope you understand a certain situation. Maybe they've been silent. Maybe you guys were lovers. I'm not sure. Again, strength up there is kind of telling me back to fire. So I feel like it's like dangling a carrot in your face. Like, let's just go with the flow. But this person has zero intentions on committing, I'll tell you that. They seriously don't belong in this read, but for some of you, it's an ex coming back. And it could be the ex of your kid's mother, like, and it's just something you guys don't agree on. Or it's somebody that's horny and thinks you can't refuse their dick, as if they have the best dick in the world. And that reminds me of the devil in the other deck. Like in the locker room. Ha, I got the biggest cock. It's funny because this reading is about cock, and on members it was about the clit. Oh, I'm dying right now. Not as funny as yesterday, but where's these cards with the devil? And this is my 18 plus deck. I had no intentions on using, but let's just do it over here with the X. So there is a lot of sexual energy, and I don't even see massive sexual energy here, but it's here, and I just heard it's bleeding. I don't think like a period, like bleeding, burning heart, bleeding. I'm used to being someone you love. I don't know. What's with this X? Because all of a sudden they want, they come at you like, oh, like nurturing. They want you to understand, but they're going through. They're just using you. 4 cups. Yeah, they're wondering if they have another option, or they're wondering if you're gonna take it. But there is somebody else in the background. 3 of Swords. It's just gonna turn into more hurt and disappointment. But I think that's what this person is actually going through. And they're thinking about you in the past. They could be going through your photos, reminiscing. So there's a wife or something in the background here. It's the 4 of Pentacles. So still, holding back. This isn't even like intense. I'm getting sexual here. Like he's about to lick her nipples, right? So it does look like she's enjoying it, but it also looks like she's bored. I just feel like my positioning of my body would be different. Like it would be like more intense. I don't know if this has something to do with you over here, because I just got pulled to that too. 4 of Swords, 4, 4, 4. You can most definitely repeat a cycle here. You really have to be cautious here. I'm going to put it on our side because it is part of this. That could be more like go ahead and explore my body, but at the same time kind of hold them back. Especially with the High Priestess, something's kind of becoming clear to you. Again, as the night, something, you're not here to get me through it all. But then I was singing like, but you're here to get me through it all. So your ex is going through like photos. If you ever sent nude photos or anything like that, they're looking at them, watching. This person's going to come to the point where, but I'm telling you, it's like a rebound, guys. They just want to use you. You will repeat a cycle. And it's something that is like, what the fuck is with this like? It's starting to happen again in this read. Like they want something new, but that's not what it's going to be. It would just be, I keep hearing it's just going to be a cycle. Like they've caused enough pain, damage. You wouldn't even, I don't even think you would look at that cup. But maybe it's because you're thinking about somebody else or somebody that you want in your life. The King of Wands is usually not a committed man. They're usually committed to other things if we're going by a societal viewpoint with tarot. So definitely someone here is in the Matrix. Are they trying to be the king? Well, no, I think you want the King of Cups. Like this would be emotional conversations, intimate conversations. Somebody who has their heart on the sleeve conversations. You're my sunflower. Love can be too much. So this energy might be get overwhelmed or nervous. I think they might talk about it. Or they might say, hey, I have feelings for you. But somebody's looking deep. Like, is this long term? I don't know if it's someone you meet and it's just like, I feel like I was destined to meet them. Like your first encounter. Maybe at a library in school, one of your children in college, and they meet somebody while they're studying. This energy could be watching you from a distance with the Three of Wands, with Earth energy. But this is about your future world. This is a congratulations, but there's still a chapter that needs to end. You know how people say, like, I don't look back, but there's still pain. I feel like this new person is probably in the last 6 months have gone through some type of transformation. And it could be a breakup that might make you a little wary, but I'm also getting you're extremely intelligent. You're picky with your energy. You want loyalty. Your water actually looks solid. But there's something nerve-wracking between the two of you. So something needs to be said. Or you're going to have a great conversation. If somebody goes silent on you, somebody from now until next Tuesday could go silent. Maybe you talk to them this weekend. And then it's like you don't hear from them until like the following Tuesday. I'm actually getting the King of Cups as like nervous. But the High Priestess too. But like these both speak of confidence. So with the Hierophant being here, it could be another contract. Let's get one more for the Three of Swords over here. There's 3 people in this one, 3 in this one, because there's 2 in the photo right there. And then 2 people and a bird here. And just like 3, 3, 3, but it's not saying mind, body, and soul. And another 3. 3 of Wands. Somebody's definitely longing for you, but you have the 2 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and this is kind of like watch your back. And it is watch your back, but it's also like someone's afraid to touch, or the sexual energy this is telling me there's going to be some type of chemistry, because they are burning verbatim is what I'm getting. Am I saying that right? Verbatim? Maybe somebody's very much blue collar and you're dainty. Might make a good match. And then the 6 of Wands. But he's almost like, okay, can I touch? But both energies are very seductive. So someone might be nervous this weekend, and then you got that playfulness with the King of Pentacles, but that almost reminds me of like Ring Around the Rosie, but again, very seductive. And again, I wouldn't say seductive, but holding each other. But then you got the King of Swords here. And again, there's like that wife or somebody in the background, but this is almost like being very dominant. Like, get on your knees, bitch. Something very sexual here with this energy. And again, you'll never meet their family, if that makes sense to you guys. And again, she actually said that, and it came through for you guys. So apparently that's relevant. If they got kids, you never meet them. If they got family, you never meet them. If they got an ex, they don't want you to, like, you would basically be in the same situation. And you just be repeating the same exact cycle. It might look all great in the beginning, and it's like, oh, glad to have you back, but you're just going to end up disappointed again. For you, maybe these are your messages. It's time for you to nurture yourself. It's time for you to smell the roses. It's time for you to vibe. Keep that distance. Looks like they're going through a breakup, though, or a divorce. And the Hermit's there. So it's almost like this person just thinks you would just melt in their arms or something. And I'm getting melted chocolate. And she did say that. I don't know what else she said. I fell asleep at the rest of that reading. You hear the birdies, Budsky? Tell me about this High Priestess. Maybe if you've been single for a long time. So 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords, moving on, travel, mentality, things getting better, being at peace, harmony. It's a yes card, good sign of going through a rough time. So yeah, you are moving past an energy here. Tell me about the King of Cups. I do think somebody is attached to like a breakup though. Contemplations, it's a no card. It's just a 10 of Wands, lots of burdens, responsibility, putting themselves down. So what's this King of Cups? Because you got the 10 of Wands there too. You might be dealing with 2 people that act like they really like you. 2 of Wands, planning, preparing, balance, moving forward. Intimate. So this might be 2 different people. And at the bottom of the deck, they stuck together. It's like the 10 of Swords, victim or death, suffering. Nine of Swords, nightmares, problem solving, feeling guilty. Someone wants to dump their karma on you and somebody else here. It's something with dreams. So somebody is going to act like they want. Somebody's going to come in at you thinking they can probably outsmart you. And this wouldn't be your King of Cups. That's probably why you're looking forward. Here, you're looking straight at the King of Cups with the Ace of Swords. So this is a fiery energy. But you might be like all up in your head because this one's bothering you. You know what it's pulling me to? You know when you sleep with somebody, you've been with somebody a long time, or it didn't go well, or there's a breakup for a reason, but then you sleep with somebody else. Sometimes you think of another person by accident. You know what I mean? It's not intentional. It happens because you're being intimate with somebody else. I almost wish like stuff like that didn't happen, but it happens. And not with everyone I've ever been with, but I'd say maybe half and half. I guess it depends on how passionate it is, because if you're in the heat of the moment, it's super, so much passion, chemistry with that fire. They bring the fire out of you. You're not going to be thinking about somebody else. You're going to be in the moment, which is, I think, exactly what needs to happen here. So somebody's going to have something to say here. That's for damn sure. I've said this plenty of times. There's a right person and a wrong person. But I feel like the right person's going to come in before the wrong person. And this is like, you need to choose again. I feel like this came in a couple years ago for you guys. And it's like, here you go again. Which would make sense. You're going to repeat a cycle or you're not. So you believe that you probably got a lot of friends going through something heavy. If it's not you, it's other people. Ever since that first eclipse, it was here for breakups, divorces, losing jobs, having the rug pulled from underneath you. It's intentional because you need this new energy you're meant to build in the next few months. So careful here, somebody from a distance that's been kind of, holding back. Whatever this offers, they try to offer you, I wouldn't take it. Someone just wants sex. Someone just wants to be comforted. They want a distraction. You will repeat a cycle. Those are the ones where it comes back around and it can hurt you again because it's like, but then you get horny or you get a thought and you're like, fuck it, I'm just going to do it. Nope, you don't want people like that in your life. And that would be kind of hard because I've been put in that situation before. And I'm like, oh, damn. But that's a test from me. You know what I mean? It's like, no, Court, masturbate instead. So I don't know when this person comes back around. This could be somebody you meet over the weekend. You guys you're just kind of watching him. You're kind of like, do I want to say something? Or you're like caught up in your head. You know who somebody is. So, maybe further down the road, you can get a hold of them. You may be asking questions. Do you know if that guy's in a relationship? Like there is something here. Or you're looking at someone new and being like, oh, is this a possibility? Because it's pulling me to the other story I've been telling you guys. And it's like out of fucking nowhere, I do think you're awfully guarded here, though, but I do think you're moving forward. This person. You probably had, I pulled this deck, you probably had great sex, but there's somebody you do. I'm not saying you guys don't have a past and a very intimate one, but not the depth that some of you are looking for, that's for sure. But you get trapped in another world with this energy. for whoever this is that's going to attempt to come back to you. But you have moved on from it already mentally. Mentally, you're ready to meet the King of Cups. Mentally, you're not going to take on somebody else's burdens. Mentally, can be overwhelming. But I feel like he's talking to the TV too. And another reason why I put this on too is because starlings in the winter months get quiet until spring. They typically stop singing like he's doing. He's a songbird. So another reason why I put this on, because there's one page I follow about a starling. So my crew, again, something about a bird. Anything with wings, feathers. Because he's now officially domesticated. Constantly wants to be with me the last 2 days, which is fine. It's cool, but he's bonding in a different way. It's stronger. He was definitely sent to me for a reason. So I think you already have an idea in mind, or this person can't live up to your needs. What's this Hierophant, please? And I think it's probably a lesson in regards to a fire sign, their fire sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. You got a new beginning here with the Ace of Wands, a business, taking action, a relationship, just a new idea. It's a yes card, new beginnings. Yes, it could be a hookup or a one-night stand or the right person worth waiting for. Your karma is about to play out. So you got to be smart about this, and I think you are. I mean, if you're actually like the Hierophant here and the High Priestess energy, you're coming in pretty fucking strong here, ladies and gents. And you got the Nine of Pentacles. And you got the Two of Cups here. Deepening a bond, attraction, again, finding the balance, mutual feelings, yes card. Something reciprocated. So you definitely know what you're looking for, or you're about to find somebody. Somebody's going to walk into your life that wants what you want, whether you're aware of it or not. But I'm telling you, I don't think you're ignoring it, but the Four of Pentacles is here, like holding back. But something's telling you there's something there. So I'm getting pulled to like masturbation. But you should never masturbate to somebody unless you guys are like doing it together or via phone, like however, like I don't know what people do. Not everybody's different, But it's like having the permission. You're with somebody. You're not using it to pull somebody in. Because the other energy with the dick in the beginning is attempting to use their dick, but like say things in a very manipulating way. So it's not just about sex. So this energy is not even straight to the point. Morning.
Hey, no hot water.
No? Oh, yeah? You could be dealing with somebody as a father. My dad just came down in his robe. He's got white hair to his shoulders. So maybe there's an older man here. This could be somebody with the Hierophant. Somebody could be setting you up with somebody. Like it's pulling me to the weekend where I met the Colonel, and it was just something out of like a fairy tale. Like everything went off at the same time. Like we were off to the side, we were kissing, fireworks were going off, it was raining. Like it was just, oh, what a night. It was, oh, what a night. And that doesn't happen a lot. That was a beautiful experience I had with him. And we knew it the minute the minute we looked at each other, and I saw the wedding ring too, I'm like, damn. But then he explained the whole story. She's dating somebody, they live together. Oh my God, it was such a shit show. But he did move closer to me like he said he was gonna. Their daughter, like in a wheelchair, health problems the rest of their life, you know what I mean? They were both caregivers. And these two people have divorced and gotten back together twice. And so he married her for the third time. And he's like, I'm not leaving her, God. I'm done. I don't want to lose my pension. I don't want to lose my whole life's work. I have to wait until this. And then eventually he did. But I never pursued it after that. He didn't talk for a little while. He knew we were meant to meet too. I don't think I'll ever have another night like that. Ever. You might though. This could be saying you might.
Somebody shut the boiler off. There's a switch on the wall. There's a green box with lights.
Yeah.
Right beside it, there's a switch. Looks like a light switch. It's not a light switch. It's the boiler switch.
I wonder when Frank was holding on.
That's what I'm thinking, that fucking idiot.
He's like,
It's going to take a little while now.
yeah. How's mom?
Look, but
Okay. He's like, fucking idiot. So I might be dealing with a fucking idiot here. So you might have another magical moment like that. I can only explain it as serendipitous. And not everyone experiences that. Like, it's not like a connection or a kundalini. Like, serendipitous is different. It's a different type of connection with depth, you know? They play out differently. Could be fate, or it could be somebody wanting to change your fate. I'm getting 10 months ago. Someone just wants to keep the doors open with you. I can't stand that type of energy. I used to be friends with a lot of exes too, and I got to certain points, and not until within the last year where I'm like, man, not everybody is meant to stay there like that, you know? That Cancer in me, that part of Cancer is heavy. Because there's not many things with my Cancer sun. I mean, there's some things, I'm sure you guys see it, that have been here for a long time, but that's one thing about my Cancer sun. Like, not wanting to, like, disconnect. Because there's no need. We left off on good terms, you know? Or come back a year later and like, hey, blah, 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 you know? But this is telling me do not leave that door open for whoever that person is over here, because I have a funny feeling that's the person that's probably coming towards you right now. And then again, like a new idea, 2 of Cups, moving on. This has to be some type of lesson for you. And again, like you could be catching feelings too. But what this is about, grounding with Earth right now, and it looks pretty good. Page of Pentacles, and it's emotional. The Hierophant, 2 of Cups, Knight of Cups, 3 of Wands, the World. This could be too, like, you might just meet this person. You're like, oh my God, did I just meet a new best friend? Or, oh my God, was this destiny? Like, this person feels like they've been in my life forever. Like, you could have a moment like that. And then it can be opposite. I think it was Meg, you know, having to find somewhere else to live. So everybody's going to go through a certain moment. It's just a matter of how that moment plays out. But then, you know, you're going to get to where you need to be. It's a lesson, one of those things. Do you want this person? You're like, do you know he throws you off? You already would know there's a good chance that you guys would repeat a cycle. You know, so like you're smarter than that. So if you took that route, there's something with your destiny. It would be the wrong route. Could be something with Hawaii too. With the Queen of Wands there, just got pulled to the Hawaiian cultures. got pulled to her, how they do like, not like the belly dancing, but I got pulled to like the hookah dance. But is it hookah? What is it? Do you guys know what it is? It's the traditional dance where they stomp. It's a whole bunch of men. Well, that would be hula, but the men do something else. It's intense. When I watch them, I can feel their energy. Hookah dance? It's not hookah, but I hope it pulls up. This one says the greatest. Haka. Haka? No, I'm not saying it right. They're so intense. Like, I'm just wicked connected to them every time I see them.
Just waiting for the French to peel off the tracksuits. Stand in front of them.
They're so powerful. It's a Hawaiian tradition. Like, some of them make me cry. They do it at weddings. The husband would dance in front of her. They can do it at a funeral. I mean, they're just so powerful to watch. I've never seen this one. It's like a dance off. It's a sign of respect.
Well, the challenge has been received by the French. Stand by.
Let me just show you a quick one, like at like a wedding. Or just like a short. Yeah, that's just intense. I love watching these. Talk about powerful. When somebody I have on my Facebook, I've met her a couple times. Her 17-year-old son passed away probably like 4 years ago. And they actually did one of those at like the school, the gym, to show respect. And they're in Massachusetts. You know, so they're so fucking emotional. I mean, I absolutely love watching them. Here's a short one. Oh, look at the feather. Hawaiian tradition. But it's almost any tradition can do it. France does it. Yeah, oh, the last one made you cry. Yeah, they make me cry. I watch my soldiers coming home when I need a good cry. Or the hookah dance. It's Haka. I'm pretty close to saying it right. It's not haka. It's like hookah. Yeah, like who. The A is actually a U. Like hookah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's something intense here. You guys are definitely going to have an intense fucking weekend. But it looks good. Maybe it takes you out of your comfort zone. It takes you out of, like, it takes you out of something. So it's almost like don't hold back. Let something bloom. Again, this Four of Pentacles, like that, very submissive. It could just be you're allowing somebody to nurture you or explore your body, which is so important in a relationship, as awkward as it can be for some people. But like I'm telling you, like, I feel like that's important to me. Like, go ahead, I give you permission to explore my body. Like, I want to have that connection with somebody, you know? And a lot of people don't do that. They don't explore a body like they really should. Like, I really want someone in my life to take their time. Go ahead, I trust you, explore my body. So there could be a trust thing here. But I just like, it looks like for like the women, you're in the fire energy. There is some type of chemistry, passion, attraction, thoughts. So don't get caught up in your head. And then you got the Hierophant again, Ace of Swords, Hierophant, Hierophant. So there is a lesson here, but it doesn't have to be in the Three of Wands. It has to do with like your future, but it doesn't. Six of Wands, that came out over there. Page of Swords, somebody with the World. Knight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Moon. So there is something emotional too, but that the emotional part of this reading is not, it's almost like you have your emotions under control, or there's just something intense going on with the way you're feeling your emotions. And again, some of you, it could have been that dance. Maybe you go watch those dances over the weekend. Let me go back to YouTube real quick, and I will post that link so you guys.
You're standing on this young lady's foot. You notice
So you
that?
guys have it. It was the wedding one, right?
When you're out scouting this summer,
So that way I don't forget. I'll just do it now. I'm just gonna write WkEnd Energies, because whatever this is meant to kind of be like intense. So like how she just cried, that's good. It's release. And if you're a part of members, there was a whole nother release thing there, remember? So again, it could be something you watch. Just want to make sure it went to the community tab. And it's funny because it did in the WkEnd Energies. But when I look at the live right now, let it go. That's the picture. It's pretty funny. So I think I'm going to screenshot that and make it your photo. Oh boy. All right, I was looking at another text. So I also feel like there's somebody here that can understand you, or you're going to understand yourself better. Maybe you're exploring your own body. Like it seems strange, but like after my divorce is when I started exploring my body. I think somebody said to me, like, you've never explored your own body? And I'm like, damn, no. So either let somebody explore your body, or let a feeling explore your body, or that experience you just had crying. This is in regards to like release. But remember, it was emotional release. So something's going to be pretty fucking intense this weekend, but it's beautiful. Like, kind of like, let it happen. And we've been getting that message lately. Like, go subscribe to channels like that. There's hundreds and thousands of videos like that. I'm glad I opened you guys up to those ones, because they're just fucking powerful, and it says a lot about this reading. There is a powerful connection coming in. Again, it could just be you in that video is powerful. I mean, almost all of those make me cry. So you guys might end up in Hawaii. I just see like the two sparks are like lava, but it reminds me of the Two of Wands with the world there. You could be eventually taking a trip there. It could be a move. Three of Wands, 10 of Wands. Sometimes I look at it as moving, especially if the Chariot was there, packing boxes. but this seems more like a vacation. You guys, something might start aligning for you guys. So not a coincidence when I thought of Hawaii, I thought about that dance. Some of you guys could eventually marry this person too. So it looks like you are going to ground something, or there's an idea that comes to you. Maybe you guys even watching those videos, like, again, it's your way of something clicking, and you research all weekend and it keeps you occupied, but it leads you in a new direction. It's something just captures you this weekend. Am I able to... Something captures you this weekend. Something was someone. Being picky with how I word this. Oh shit, my microphone is on. It's recording all of that. Don't be picky. Or maybe you do want to be picky. So there's something here in regards to, again, like passion, thoughts, emotions, grounding. So you could be building something. Getting pulled to clickbait, but my reading is not false. Just kind of welcome whatever this is. See, I never... I don't think I've ever done this with you. Like put the screenshot up and then label it. I've never done that while in a video. So again, there's a new energy, and for some of you guys, that new energy could be you watching those videos, and it shifts you. Okay, so be very open-minded when it comes to this reading. Doesn't have to be sexual or romantic, or, it's just like, for some of you guys, that was super intense. Those are very intense for me. Maybe somebody's coming home. Maybe this is you coming home. This, you go into a different dimension. That's if you guys relate to those videos, because there's a lot more, and they are just powerful. Let me get you guys' advice, because I feel like that's pretty much the reading. I could keep going and keep going, but I'm pretty sure you get the point. Best advice this weekend from my spirituals, please. I'm also hearing heads up, but this could be a heads up. Throne of doubt, an unexpected challenge to your authority will rise, requiring you to reaffirm your command, assert your authority, clarify your stance. Mirror of reality, reflections being clarity. You get that Ace of Swords very, very clearly here. Reality mirrors is not what you see, but what you understand. Reflect to perceive the real. So they definitely, I'm almost looking at him as like the King of Cups with that throne. But with doubts, it would probably be air. But I'm also getting fire. So what's real and what's not, you're going to be able to decipher really well. Your third eye might awaken when you walk by somebody simply in the grocery store. You know, and you're like, whoa. Of the video. Sometimes intense videos like that will activate your third eye. It's a very powerful weekend for my spirituals. Cleansing in a very powerful way that will awaken energies. Fairy charm. Their innocent spirits shield you from the misfortune. Draw near them. Luck clings to their fur. So very powerful energy with cats this weekend too. Anything furry. A bird. So you're being protected against misfortune. So somebody might come in the sense of you just feel like you're having a real conversation or a deep conversation, but something is awakening over the weekend. Dreams insight. Decipher your dreams, guide reality. Your recent dreams are not mere illusions, but messages that guide you to your waking choices. And then you have party. Celebrations brings clarity. Hidden feelings emerge amongst the fun. Listen to your heart, not just the music. Sheldon, that was quite the noise. You scared peanut butter. Good morning, old man. You look like an old man. I know. It's getting cold again, buddy. Just tell me best advice for the throne of doubt. Because if you listen or see something a different way in the mist, like say you're at a concert, it's not the music, it's the people around you. Also pay attention to the people around you, the energies. Money waves. Money waves of greed. In depth. Avoid the lure of quick gain. So maybe this undershade, maybe this other person does come in at the same time or something. It's just on your mind. The shining cascade often conceals a fragile core. Be wary of temptations that don't seem too perfect. Seek the truth. So your brain is going to be all over the place, but I'm also getting like in a psychedelic way, like to pay attention in a psychedelic way. like, whoa, like that. Spend time with cats if you have that. Like, again, I think I said this to you guys, ask spirit to help you remember your dreams. Because you're going into a whole nother realm. But I feel like it's actually happening in reality. Just don't hold back. Have fun. Play music while you're cleaning. If you feel like you gotta cry, just cry. Something's telling you to go for it, but I think you're thinking of somebody in the past, so there's something hard here too. Or it's this other person, like I said. It's either you or the other person, if this involves another person. I think you're both fragile in a different way, but this energy must lift you up. Because, I mean, fuck, you're coming in as the high priestess in the Nine of Pentacles. So listen to your body. If someone's not exploring your body, or maybe it's time for you to explore your body, or, listen to your body. But it's like in a psychedelic way. So I don't know if like you're cleaning or driving, and you know how sometimes you go into those trances and you're like, whoa, where'd the last 10 minutes go? That always scares me. But that might happen to you guys. Because this is all about direction. I'm not saying like you're in an intense state when you're like driving, you can go off the road. It's not like that. It's just sometimes, you say to yourself like, holy shit, how did I get here? Unless that just happens to me. Like, fuck, we're already here? Like, what the fuck? Where were you for the last half hour? In the car, driving, not driving. It's something like that. It feels super fucking psychedelic, but as straight as you are, it's just telling me your brain, it's just something with your brain. No matter what it is, you feel it. You can't deny it at this point because it's the Ace of Swords. So enjoy it. I love you guys. We'll see you soon. Bye, guys.